are still submerged.
Kasi when we spoke ng Wednesday morning, ang request lang niya 5,000 ho, which we've complied with 3. But when we met yesterday, the agreement was to raise it all the way to 35 kasi may strain na sa City Hall. So today we're delivering 8,000, mamayang gabi another 4, so 12, and then we'll be finished with another 1 to 2 days tapos na ho yung buong 35.
Okay. So that will be
Thir-
by Monday.
By Monday, sir. By today ho, 12,000. As we speak, nandyan na ho yung 8.
Apa.
Ayun yung kasama sa C-130.
No, sir. Iba ho to. Galing ho to sa mga regional warehouses pa rin ho natin.
Yung preposition
Oho.
nito.
But Mr. President, I told the mayor, after this, we can still talk kasi may mga padating pagaling sa Manila and Cebu.
Opo. So yun kasama po yun sa immediate needs ng Naga. Food packs, water na nasasagutan na po. And of course, temporary shelter materials. We are still, or we may still be needing rescue boats kasi hindi pa po kami tapos sa rescue operation. Meron pa rin pong may mga request kasi nga yung mga areas flooded, minsan hanggang dibdib pa, nakikiusap pa rin po. So ongoing po yung aming rescue operations.
Okay.
And we are now more focusing on relief giving assistance. The health professionals may be needed. May tumawag na po kanina. I-assign po siya sa General Hospital for this to become more accessible to people who are in need. And of course, medicine I saw downstairs, the needed medicine, including those for leptospirosis. Later on, we will be needing, sana matulungan po, nakapagsabi na rin po si Secretary Rex about financial aid or grants.
So we're just waiting for the list, then we can start paying out as
Yes.
next week.
Yung list magagaling sa inyo.
Opo. We can provide the list soonest po, Mr. President.
Okay.
So yun. Pero ang isa pong maganda po sigurong mapag-usapan yung pang medium term and long term solution sa ganitong sitwasyon. Although for the longest time ngayon lang po ito nangyari, but who knows, baka may mangyari sana wag, pero sana mas nakahanda po tayo. Opo.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Salamat.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Okay, dito sa parating na yung mga all of the financial aid grants, cash for work program. Ito na lang meron dito si distribution tools. You're already ready for that. Pero magagamit ba nila kagad yun?
Yeah, we need the water to.
We have need the water to subside. But
once the water subsides, sir,
but you have it. It's available, ready to be
it's
shipped.
here.
It's here. Okay, good. Yan. Dito sa mga needs, mukha namang naka-ready rin tayo. Yun lang talaga nagbago kasi pinuntahan na, umikot kami sa Laguna, na dinipad namin kahapon eh. We went to Laguna, we went to Pampanga, we went to meron pang sa Laurel, Lemery. Oo, meron konti pero nawala kagad yung tubig. Dito hindi gumagalaw eh.
Kasi po matapos yung malakas na ulan,
Yes. We
merong from other places dito yung punta.
Yes, that's why iba yung problema dito, accessibility. Kompleto naman tayo sa relief goods, sa equipment, sa yun lamang hindi tayo makapasok dahil kaya yung boats.
Yes, sir.
Oo, yung boats na yun na nga doon na yung nakita natin yung rubber boat na yung ginagamit pang-deliver ng food packs. Anyway, so okay, pag-usapan din natin yung longer term situation. Now, province of Albay, go baby, if you can brief us on that.
Okay, good morning, Mr. President, and to all the secretaries around. This is my 5th day as acting governor. My 5th day. Anyway.
Kasabay ng bagyo.
Kasabay po ng bagyo. Parang hinintay lang po ako ni Christine.
Sige,
Mr. President, ito po ang situation report ng Albay. May kinalaman sa epekto ng nagdaang bagyo. Nakaranas po ang Albay ng katumbas ng 2 buwan na pag-ulan. During rainy season yan, sa loob lamang ng higit 24 hours, ibinagsak po. So this is record-breaking since 1969. Guided by the forecast of Pag-asa, agad naman po tayo nagpalabas ng advisories and kasama na po dito yung pagsagawa ng evacuation. Alas 12 pa lang po nung October 22 ay nagpa-start na po kami ng evacuation sa vulnerable population na dapat matapos by alas 5 ng hapon para medyo maliwanag pa. Pero sa kadahilanan po na napakalakas ng pagbuhos ng ulan, talagang non-stop na pag-ulan, Mr. President, nagdulot po ito ng landslide sa 32 barangays sa Albay. That's out of 721. 214 barangays were flooded and 7 barangays nakaranas po ng pag-anod ng lahar. May naitala po base sa reported cases na 4 injured, 2 missing hanggang sa mga panahon na ito, and 4 casualties. All 18 LGUs have implemented evacuation, and 549 barangays, 92,022 families, equivalent po sa individual 354,219. Damages on properties, 571 houses totally damaged, 3,203 partially damaged, and the total estimated damage cost for roads and bridges ay aabot po ng 1.3 billion. Next, please. Damages naman on agriculture initial are estimated to be at 10 million. Sabi po ni Secretary, medyo mababa pa siya.
Aakyat pa yan.
Oo nga.
Dahil hindi pa na-assess yung mga hindi pa
Since
nakapasok
yesterday
sa
lang po.
Sa 371 million na kami, sir.
sige. Okay. Ang
And-
assessed? Fisheries.
And,
yes,
okay.
yes.
And the 6 million po on inland fisheries, and sa livestock naman po almost 800,000. Ayan po ang mga larawan ngayon na pinapakita natin, mga landslides sa isa sa mostly affected barangays. Next, please. Sa Libon, yun po ang pinaka-grabe talaga sa Libon. Out of 336 households, 20 were damaged, 70 persons affected, and may isa pa po dyan na missing sa Libon. Next, please.
May casualty dyan na namatay?
May 2 po.
Dalawa doon
Dalawa.
landslide.
But may missing pa. Yan po yung sa Ginubatan, ang lahar flow po sa Ginubatan, Albay. Bago pa man po sa kasagsagan ng Tropical Storm Christine, ang sangguniang panlalawigan po ay nagdeklara kaagad ng state of calamity sa buong Albay. At ito po yung aming quick response fund. Halos kalahati lang po yung inallocate namin kasi baka mamaya may mga darating pa pong mga bagyo. Heto naman po ang immediate needs ngayon ng ating mga affected families, 92,022 families. Ay, food packs pa rin. Maraming salamat po, Secretary. Nakapagbigay na po ng mga 33,000. But sa dami po niyan, we are asking more or less 60,000 food packs. And then yung mga family kits, sleeping kits, water containers, temporary shelters, lalo na po yung mga heavy equipments po para sa clearing and the cleanup operations. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa Sorsogon dahil nagpapahiram po nandun po ngayon si Governor. Dala-dala niya po yung mga heavy equipments niya. At
Pasalubong namin yung mga truck sabay.
Opo.
Mga 100 truck na iba-iba yung nakaload. Merong mga backhoe, merong mga light naman, hindi mo yung masyadong heavy equipment, pero may relief goods. Oo.
Nandun po si Governor. Papunta po
Nandun
sila
ba
ng
siya?
Libon, Pulangi, yung mga affected po talaga. At tumutulong po yung Sorsogon. Sa ngayon po, ang pinagtutuunan po namin ng pansin sa recovery and rehabilitation, we recommend yung nakita nyo po kanina sa Libon na kailangan ma-relocate na po ang mga families. That's 324 families na maaring mag-landslide po sa Libon anytime, lalo na pag may kailangan po silang ma-relocate. And emergency shelter assistance sa mga totally and partially damaged houses, kailangan din po namin. And the livelihood assistance to affected sectors. And Mr. President, gagawa po kami ng mas komprehensibong rehabilitation plan. But sa ngayon po, doon na muna tayo sa pagtugon.
Lahat naman itong statistics natin, partial lahat ito.
Opo.
Dahil hindi pa tayo nakapag-assess na mabuti. This is, lot purchase, housing for relocation. Kailangan natin gawin yun. But that usually the system that we are using is the local government provides the property. Kung saan bilisan lalagay. Pero anyway, we'll come to it. Sa ngayon, nandito pa lang tayo sa relief. Ang laki pala ng damage dito sa Albay. Lot purchase, housing for education, 336. Again, we have this, pero yung ito yung 571 totally damaged. They will have to stay first in the evacuation centers. Yun ang kailangan natin susuportahan for the duration. We will just have to, kahit na umalis na sila sa evacuation center, wala pa silang uuwian. So they will go to their friend, to their relatives. Pero kailangan pa rin
Meron kami sa programa dyan sa housing.
So sa housing.
Pagka totally damaged, nagbibigay kami ng 30,000 each family. Pagka partially damaged, 10,000. Ngayon po, dun sa sinasabi nyo sa landslide, meron din po kami dyan na ginagamit namin mga developers. Meron kami balance housing. Para wala na kaming bidding, tinuturo na lang po namin kung nasaan yung mga affected areas ng mga disaster. Doon kami nagpapatayo ng socialized housing. So, anytime pwede kami magpadala ng developers, yung po yung contribution sa socialized housing. Ang ginagawa po namin, kamukha po na ginawa namin sa Abra, tinuro namin SMDC. May pangailan ng pabahay doon dahil nga totally damaged. So, hindi na kami nagbibidding. Instead of yung socialized housing ng components po ng mga developers, tinuturo na lang po namin yung mga disasters para mabilis ang reaction.
Pero yun na nga, but we will still have to make those. Ang kaibahan dito, hindi sila pwedeng bumalik dun sa lugar. Kailangan natin hanapan ng ibang lugar na mataas-taas para hindi na maabutan ng...
Ang ginawa ko po, Mr. President, ang lahat ng developers at contractors ng housing, pinagre-report po namin sa LGU. Para yung mga equipment nila at gamit, nandiyan na po sila. At ngayon po, nakipag-coordinate sila. Kasi ginagamit po namin yung balance housing nila. Kaya control din namin sila sa requirements. So.
But in the meantime, yun na nga, both yung 571 na totally mga households, we will have to house them for a while. Gaano katagal kaya na kailangan natin silang susuportahan pa before they can start rebuilding. Kasi hihingian tayo ng sabagay pag yung sa 30,000 nila maumpisahan na nila. Meron na silang magagawa, baka meron na silang masilungan. Yun ang material, yun na yung susunod. Yeah.
Kayo taas ang problema, sir. Ang ginawa naman po namin doon, sir, listahan lang.
Ganun din.
Bigay na lahat para wala nang documentation.
Pero yung LGU hindi pa rin makapasok sa lahat ng lugar meron pa rin mga area na hindi pa But anyway, dahan-dahan we'll bigyan na lang kami ng libon pa rin. Ang laki ng tubig. Ayun na naman yung galing sa taas. Tapos hinila yung dike na pababa. Bago sinira na yung kalsada. Ang laki ng tubig para gawin yan. Oo.
Wala akong snow protection sa
At saka if you look at the yung protection niya, palabas. So yung tubig galing dito sa taas. Oh, tapos tinulak na ganun. Nung bumigay na yan, wala, nasinira na yung kalsada. Yung wala na talagang wala. Inubos yung, wala na lupa eh. Anong gagawin niyo? Ano yan? You will have to rebuild it.
We have to rebuild it, Mr. President, or actually, magkano kami dito sa...
Papasok kayo dito. Oh.
Sir, it's also urgent really that in landslide-prone areas, as it dries, it is also dangerous as the soil dries up. According to Secloy Saga, gagalaw.
I-realign namin ang school. We look for another line.
Itong area, sir, pag lumindol din assuming na walang ba.
Ganyan yung mga damage. Pagka hindi mangyari yan, kundi grabe ang laki ng tubig. That's the... Kitang-kita mo na ang bigat ng tubig eh. Alright, so yung mga immediate needs, so food packs were alright in terms of...
Mr. President, we're still using all our existing stockpile, but admittedly, it's now day 4, so it's running low. But given that nag-usap namin ni Mayor, marami tayong trucks na stock sa Millaore. We have around 17 trucks there. It's another 17 to 20,000 family food packs.
Okay.
What we've done is we were starting to pull out of Cebu. Then they go through Allen, Port of Allen, then Matnog, then papasok
then
dito.
come in here.
We have incoming, as telling the Vice Governor also, mas madali na nga, doon na kami kumukuha. So we're okay, Mr. President, we're just having to use our Cebu center na to feed into Bicol rather than the Manila centers.
Well, that's all right, as long as we can get it here, because this is where it's needed.
Yeah. Mr. President, we have a distribution plan with the Mayor already, yung based on his new requirement of another 35 on top of the 35 on top of the 5. Si Vice Gov naman, another 60 on top of the 30. So we'll start working on those
All right.
immediately.
Okay. So, how many people are we feeding?
Mr. President, in effect, the whole population already eh. Kasi
Of the
sana
problem?
all na sila ngayon eh. Ano na ho eh, bale parang lumalabas sa the whole affected families of Alba is 92. Yeah, 92,000 already. Kay Mayor, the entire affected families, 35,000 families. And then Kamsur, we are also starting, we've been given, may allocation ho sila na 50,000. So medyo staggering na ho yung numbers natin eh.
No, pero malaki talaga masyadong effect. All right, so...
But sir, Mr. President, we'll keep on supplying the region from our packing center in Cebu.
Wala lang tayong representative from health.
Malapit.
What about on the medicines, hygiene kits? No, medicines. I know hygiene kits also, we provide that. But
Sir,
medicines?
I was talking to our DOH, our regional director.
Nandiyan.
She was outside.
Anyway.
There are 3 trucks of prophylaxis coming, and she still has 40,000 packets of doxycycline. So when the 3 trucks come, which have already left Manila, according to her, it should be okay.
Okay. How long does it take now to come from Manila?
We have no idea, sir, because of the Millaore.
It's not moving.
It's not moving.
Dati 7 hours yan.
Maganda na yan. Ito maganda na yung daan for a while.
Yesterday, nagpadala kami ng meats here. It left in the afternoon. This morning it was here na.
Left yesterday afternoon.
Mga 12 hours.
So mga 10 to 12 hours now. Oo. DOH.
Yeah.
Yung... Hello. What's the situation on the health front? Yung mga...
Right now po, our health workers, though affected, have been deployed in the different evacuation centers and they're serving our affected population. And right now po, meron tayong 3 trucks na stranded sa
Those are the
Millaor
3 trucks, yeah.
So they're already here.
that contains the...
The 3 trucks are here already?
Nasa Millaor na po.
umabot na pala.
Nasa Millaor na.
Dumating na.
About a few kilometers from General
Oo.
Baka pwede lang dala ng rubber boat dun sa
Okay.
We are coordinating with the PNP po as soon as bumaba po ng konti,
Ayun na
uunahin
naman.
po yung ating truck
Ayun na
para
naman.
makapasok.
That's the...
Right.
Kung may heavy vehicles sa nilo,
Oo, basta yung malalaking...
basta nalalaki.
The PNP naman po is assisting us, Mr. President.
All right,
May
so
kapasok.
how about the hospitals and the clinics and our health centers?
So far po, yung ating mga DOH hospitals po is functional. BMC, nabaha po siya pero functional po. We are requesting additional manpower po for the geriatric medical center kasi 6 days na pong straight yung mga tao natin doon. And the DOH central office promised to send the manpower within this weekend or Monday will be the
Alright.
latest. And then Naga City Hospital will be augmented din po. May
Yes, that's what
Okay.
that was the decision we made yesterday when we had the overall briefing that the DOH has to send medical teams. It seems here in the region,
Yes po.
mostly here in in Region 5. So okay, so that's being attended to.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hygiene kits were all right again because that.
Mr. President, we still have supply. We're
Yeah.
sending it in the evacuation
Yeah.
centers inside.
Shipping
Sir, for
kits.
fuel.
Yeah.
Again, yung fuel is the distribution.
That's one, sir. And I just talked to OCD that the fuel supplies are going low on the depots. So Yusek Wimpy Fuentebella is talking to the oil companies now and the PNP to prioritize the trucking of the fuel here. And OCD has available for Kamsur and Naga a total of about 10,000 liters in fuel assistance, which we will talk to the vice governor and the mayor how best to distribute. We
deploy.
have to ration it, and we have to prioritize
For
it.
now.
Yes, sir.
Well, the priorities will be, first of all, will be the
The
hospitals
responders.
who need further generators. They will need, so the hospitals for all the responders, and then the agents, the offices, the agencies that are working. They need to have, they need to have power to function.
Even though, sir, the roads may be passable, we still have to unclog the highways. So we are looking for alternative routes through the Bondok Peninsula and shipping things into Pasakaw and other ports from the Visayas in, because the Matnog-Allen Highway may also be clogged with traffic, sir. So we
it's still
may
blocked,
have,
it's-
yes, sir.
may
We
blockages
have to
pa.
unclog the highways as much as possible. We
Oo.
cannot prevent private individuals from transiting.
Of course.
From Cebu, sir, we'll use Philippine Navy or other assets point to point from Cebu by boat already.
Saan bababa?
Pasakaw, sir, dito.
Oo.
Sir, LCT pwede.
Okay. All right. Wala pa tayong forecast dun sa susunod na
It's going north, sir.
LPA.
It's going north.
It's going north.
Going north, but it's for very little lang. Only the east.
Yeah, daplis lang daw ng lupa. Oo.
Sa Aurora lang, sir. Tama.
Okay. So, yun ang inaalala namin kasi may LPA pa na parating. All right. So at least for the immediate needs, I think we're okay. Ang problema talaga natin dito, which is very different from kasi when we went around, lumipad kami kahapon, wala nang masyadong tubig. Meron mga area pang nakabaha. Pero very small compared, considering na nauna kayong maulanan. Etong mga lugar, mga Batangas, mga Cavite, nawala kagad ang tubig. Dito hindi nawawala ang tubig. But that's the proverbial problem of the Bicol River Basin. Kaya kailangan talaga natin pag-isipan what are we going to do in the long term, because you cannot expect any changes. Next time it rains, eto na naman tayo. It will be the same situation all over again. So we have to find a long-term solution. Pinag-aaralan ko ito, and I found that in 1973, there was the Bicol River Basin Development Project. Ito sa USAID project na It included the building AID, pero may kasamang ADB, pati yung mga Japanese, may yung wala pang JICA nun. What was the equivalent of JICA? Ha? Oh, pati EU kasama sa plano. And it was very I have here a study of from someone from UP that assessed the effects of the BRBDP. Despite some challenges, mukha namang naging malaking na itulong. Yun lamang, hindi natapos. In 1986, when the government changed, nawala na yung project. So, basta't natigil. So, we have to revisit it now. Iba na ang conditions ngayon. With the advent of climate change, yung rainfall ninyo was double Ondoy. Halos doble ng Ondoy ang umabot dito. Kaya 1 meter nga, hindi ba? We talk about several inches of water. Dito 1 meter. 1 meter of water was deposited in the region altogether, sa buong region, more or less. So we have to. Alam ko may studying ginagawa ang Public Works tungkol dito.
Yes, Mr. President. Under the Philippine-Korean project facilitation project, yung Bicol River Basin flood control project was already updated only this July, in July 2024.
Okay.
Now, including the feasibility study for the flood control program, Mr. President. So by early next year, we'll be doing the detailed engineering design of
The difference
project
between the original development project for the Bicol River Basin was yun, hindi lang flood control.
Yes.
Flood control was only one aspect. Marami yun, may farm to market road, maraming na sinama doon sa malaking project. It was really to support because depressed area, yung mga depressed areas here in Region 5. Now, we have to focus specifically on flood control. The others, marami naman tayong mga plano for the rest of it, but we have to focus now on flood control because flood control, kaya nga, sobra na yung tubig eh. Hindi na talaga kaya. Kahit na, may flood control naman tayo eh. Pero hindi kaya yung ganito kadaming tubig. Hindi talaga kaya. Kasi never naman, walang forecast na ganito eh. Ito, climate change talaga ito. This is all new. So we have to come up with also new solutions.
Yes.
All right. How will we fund it?
There is already a commitment from the Korean
Exim.
Exim Bank,
Oo.
Mr. President. So we will just be, we have to complete now the detailed engineering design. So by towards the end of 2025 or early 2026, we will be able probably to implement now the civil works.
Yeah. Yes, we have to get started on that. All right.
In the meantime, well,
Yes.
in the meantime, Mr. President, I was just informed, actually, Mayor dito sa Naga, we have actually 6 flood gates, no? Flood control gates, actually, that,
Again, na-overwhelm yun.
overwhelmed. But if you need some assistance actually to operate it, I understand that you probably would need to rehabilitate them, some of them actually to make them operational. So I think this might help.
Hindi operational ngayon.
Some of them yata.
Okay.
Most of them. Pero yung volume kasi ng
Yeah, I know.
Hindi talaga kinaya.
hindi kinaya.
It may help a little bit.
Kasi yung Naga River ay tumaas ng
Silted na.
Shielded.
isa pa yun,
Oo.
silted. Hindi lang Naga River, kundi Bicol River.
Yeah, Bicol River.
Yung tubig, tumaas, nasa kalsada.
Ang dami ng flood control na ginawa eh. Yes, go.
I just want to ask, because our bishop commented, I think yesterday, regarding the effect of quarrying sa nangyayari pong flooding. So I would like to ask help from you. Kung
What happened? Why, anong effect ng quarrying? nangyari?
siguro wala na, sabi nila okay lang ang quarrying basta nasa tamang lugar. So hindi ko alam kung nasa tamang lugar pa po ang nangyayaring quarrying sa...
Which quarry is that? Patignan natin sa DNR.
Yes, please, Mr.
But you have
President.
to give me the area para mapuntahan.
Mr. President, ang quarrying po is a local government matter. Ang nagbibigay po ng permit dyan is the governor. So they should have the file kung saan yung quarrying.
Yes.
So it's the decision of the local government kung
Ang
itipigil.
nag-administer ng quarrying is the barangay. Silang nag-ano ng...
But the final permit is with
But the permit comes
from the governor, sir.
comes from the
Office
province.
of Governor. So sila rin makakaalam kung saan yun.
Actually, it comes at every level Because
That's right.
magpa-public hearing pa yan ng ganyan, environmental, ECC, etc.
Sir,
So every step. So I'm sure may record kayo niyan.
Yeah.
Just tell us the areas na mention.
Is this river quarrying or
no, for aggregates. For
Yeah.
aggregates.
Aggregate siguro ito.
Aggregate.
Kasi kung river, mas maganda nga yun. Kasi
That's right.
pinapalalim yung ilog.
That's right.
But that's a local government matter na
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, kasi it's hard to regulate because yun na nga, once the permit has been acquired, it is the barangay. Yung barangay, siyempre more and more kasi yung kita dun, ang quarrying sa barangay, may share ng barangay
Yeah.
dyan So
That's
they
right.
encourage quarrying kasi meron silang magamit.
Sir, the governor has the power to issue a cease and desist to all the quarries operating.
Yeah. Well, if there are specific areas, sabihan nyo para so that we can focus our attention on that.
okay.
Oo. We can you just put it in the next situation report and we'll be able to find it. But, to be specific, we send it to Section Vic. And then Section Vic can forward it to DNR. They can look at it and say, ask kung ano ba talagang nangyari. Palagay ko ang nangyari yan, nag-start sa tamang lugar, pero nag-expand.
Yung regulation lang po.
Naging
Large scale or
mining.
small scale quarries?
small scale mining?
Small scale
Small
mining.
scale.
Small scale.
Yes.
O di province lahat ang
Tinawag na lang ng
That's right.
quarrying.
That's why I need help as the acting governor now.
You can issue immediately a cease and desist. So, tigil muna sila para mapag-aralan natin.
Okay.
It's a unilateral decision. Kayo lang mag-decision yan para papigil sila. Habang pinag-aaralan natin kung anong gagawin.
Yung bang mga lugar na quarrying, aggregate lang ang kinukuha o merong iba? Aggregate lang. So quarrying pa rin. Pero yun, palagay ko lumampas na doon sa boundary ng actual na permit. Nangyayari talaga yan Like I said, because the barangays want to meron silang income ng content. Yeah.
Mr. President, doon sa road clearing and cleaning up operations, lahat po ng quick response teams namin already in the field actually doing all the clearing operations, Mr. President.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I think in a couple of days siguro, once na lahat, except yung malalaking damages, I think they should be cleared, Mr. President.
Okay, so, well, that's important. But again, the bottleneck here is yung level ng tubig Hanggang bumaba, marami tayong hindi maaaring gawin. Kaya kailangan lang, ngayon, kaya dahil wala tayong sistema, mag-aantay lang tayo. Kawawa naman ang tao. Wala naka-standby lang sila, walang trabaho, walang ano. Sige. All right. Anyway, for the immediate, but there's still some rescue ongoing. For the immediate concerns for the relief, mukha namang we have the sufficient supply of relief goods that are waiting to be able to go into the different areas. That is why the 6ID, nakita na namin yung mga tao ng 6ID, they were there. Sila ang nag-operate ng rubber boat para magdala ng relief goods sa isolated areas. Siyempre, natural yan, yung tao ayaw iwanan yung bahay nila. So sila na lang ang pupuntahan natin. For the medical concerns, it's usually the medicines that we have to look up. First, the prophylaxis for the leptospirosis and all of the other diseases that come with the flooding. But the supply also of medicines, we still have a good supply of medicines. Usually what happens is the maintenance medicines.
Included po, Mr. President, sa ating package.
No, but those prescription medicines, it needs a doctor to provide the
We
prescription.
have doctors po in the
Oh,
field.
no, sige. So they know what to do. All right, so they're there, that's available. So okay, we're taking care of that. Hygiene kits, the same thing. We have enough. We have enough supply. Ngayon talaga, what we should really go away now, and on the public works, mukha namang ang tama yung priority natin. Mag-clear muna tayo ng thoroughfare, yung nasira, ay yung landslide, yun ang unahin natin. Yung landslide, ma-clear ka agad para magamit yung daan, para dalhin nga yung mga relief goods and everything. Well, that's why we're having to augment. They're full. Hindi pa.
We
Oh,
have
yun.
enough beds po.
Yung staff lang, sir, no?
Yeah.
Our hospitals have enough beds.
Yeah.
The manpower inside the hospital medyo exhausted na po. That's why the DOH Central Office will be sending
You're running on
additional.
generators now?
Yes po. Yes po.
How long have you been running on generator?
5 days.
Well, those generators are not designed to run for that long.
For the BMC po, they have a backup generator. I'm not very sure with
Mag-breakdown
Naga
na
City
yan.
Hospital, Mayor.
Meron na po tayong kuryente.
Meron na. Okay.
Since Thursday.
Aba, bilis.
Nakabumita.
Sige.
So,
Oh,
okay
good.
na po na po.
Oh, that's yan, a little bit.
Except doon sa batteries na
Oo.
mahaba. So
That's a bit of good news.
Thank you po, Mayor.
Pwede naman sila yung standby rental.
Ha?
Pwede mo standby rental.
Oo.
Kontrata na.
Oo. Kasi hindi malakas ang hangin. Hindi masyadong malakas ang hangin.
Salamat na lang.
Kaya naibalik.
Kasi kung malakas yung hangin.
Nako. Wow. Parang Yolanda na ang mangyari. Pero marami talagang tubig. And that's why, kasi hindi ganong malakas yung hangin. Hindi nasira yung poste-poste, hindi nalaglag yung mga poste. So mas mabilis ang balik ng kuryente than usual. Now, tayo naman, we have to start planning on the long term about what we are going to do. Sino ang gagawa ng who did the feasibility study? Tayo? Korean ang gumawa?
Korean.
No.
Kagaya yung programa nila sa Cavite.
That's part of it. Oh yeah, I know that. Okay. All right. Okay, ano pa, Mayor? Vice. Anything else?
Meron kami nakitang project ng DPWH. Ito yung retarding basin. Meron din po dito. Nakapag-allocate na po kayo ng 60 million, pero hindi magamit.
Bakit hindi?
Kasi yung area, yung lupa, private na hindi ko makapag-implement doon. Pero sa tingin ko, makakatulong po yun.
Malaking
At
bagay.
least Naga.
Hindi, malaking tulong yun. Malaking tulong yun.
Sir, ang kailangan dito, sir, mga 100 hectares ang
Of
retarded basins.
impounding.
Yes. Mga 100 hectares, sir.
Gaano kalaki yung project na sinasabi?
Parang 20 to
60 million
30 hectares lang po yun. Pero makakatulong po yun sa amin.
malaki,
Kasi
malaki.
ang gagawin niyan, yung tubig galing sa taas ng Mount Isarog, iipunin po dyan. And dahan-dahang i-release kapag pwede na.
Mayor, pupunta kayo sa amin. Pakita namin yung design kung paano ginawa.
Opo,
Sa amin,
opo.
mga 200 hectares eh.
Opo.
ginawa.
So sana ituloy po ng DPWH. Opo.
Nag-usap kami ng director kanina. Nag-usap kami. Yun nga lang, yung ano ng yung basin. Tulungan nyo kami doon sa panano.
Sir, yung peace in order natin, kumusta?
Okay naman po. Mas maraming mga PNP personnel yung nakadeploy kasi ina-anticipate yung possible looting. Opo. Meron yung first 2 days. Ang nangyari kasi meron, halimbawa yung 7-Eleven, iniwan eh. Nasira yung glass and pinasok.
Pero outside of that, wala namang, sa mga evacuation centers, walang crimes
Wala
against
po.
people.
Wala po. Wala po. Wala po.
We have medical teams in the evacuation centers, o at least lumilibot. Oo. Kasi hotbed of ano yan, hotbed of contagion yung mga yan. And then si Secretary Ted was worried about respiratory kasi ang bilis maghawa.
Automatic po for DOH
Oo.
and the local government units to partner and field our health workers to evacuate.
What are you seeing? What are people suffering from?
So far po, ubo at sipon at lagnat.
Ubo at sipon.
The usual po, with or without any disaster, yun din naman po ang usual na
Okay.
special case with leptospirosis. But we have the doxycycline.
All right. Okay. Nice. Anything pa? Okay. Thank you. All right. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Mr. President, for your guidance. At this juncture, may we call on Naga City Mayor Nelson Legacion to receive the check worth 30 million pesos as financial assistance from the Office of the President. Again, may we call on Naga City Mayor Nelson Legacion to receive the check worth 30 million pesos as financial assistance from the Office of the President. Thank you very much. And now may we call on Albay Governor Glenda Bongao to receive the check worth 50 million pesos as financial assistance from the Office of the President. May we request the President, along with the Albay Governor and Mayor of Naga City, for a photo opportunity. Ready, Mr. President? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. And that concludes our program for today. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing us with your presence, especially during these challenging times. Once again, ladies and gentlemen,